Water! We got water today, folks. On the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel, we're going to show you how to set up a very simple solar pumping setup. You can pump from a creek, from a pond, from a well, all sorts of different stuff. Contact. Today, what we're going to show you is the most reliable and affordable solar well pump that you can get. You can pump from a well, you can pump from a creek, you can pump from a pond, a shallow well, not a deep well, but a shallow well. It'll pump up to 2,900 gallons per minute or so, and it's under 1,500 bucks. Welcome to Tool Tuesday. We're going to show you something cool. It's in the back of the Honda right here. Check this out. This is what I use to keep bugs off of me. Murphy's Natural Lemon Eucalyptus Oil. Works pretty darn good, and it doesn't melt plastic. And it's all natural, and it stinks. Some of the old timers I've talked to around here use diesel fuel, rub diesel fuel on their legs to keep from getting bug bites. Oh, don't do that. Let me show you in the back here. All of this gear right here is part of the setup. So this is our pump setup. This is everything we need. These are additional cables. This is the rack that supports our solar panels, and this is my Milwaukee tool bag. This is 1-inch pipe right here, and all we're going to do today is basically demonstrate this for you guys. I'm going to let you know I've got a project coming right here. I rent an excavator probably once a year for about a week. This is where my hog pen is going to be, and there is going to be a barn. Whether it's a barn or a sawmill shed, I'm not too sure, but it's going to be right in here. Okay, so we're down here on the very back side of the farm. It's very secluded. I like it down here. It's super quiet, and this is kind of wasted space right here. I just come out here and mow it. So my thought is to put a barn either right here where this big dirt pile is, build it up a little bit. We're down in a creek bottom, or a barn right over in here. And I'm thinking probably right over in here is where it's going to be. So let's go through what we've got for you guys. Now, there'll be a link to this right up here, bam, to Lawrence Solar. There's a coupon code for Stoney Ridge Farm fans. I've worked with Lawrence Solar for 6 or 7 years now. This is not a paid advertisement. This is what I'm going to use at this barn to water my hogs. I also need a backup system for over here on this side of the farm to water the cattle. And I can pump water to a water tank right over here on the other side of the fence and keep the cattle watered. That is something super cool. This is the pipe, and it's the size pipe that you need. It is 1 inch, and I got it wrote down right over here. SDR9 poly pipe. So this is the good poly pipe that takes higher pressures. 200 PSI. SIDR9 PR 200 PSI pipe. That's designed for this pump, where the pump is designed for that pipe. Inside here, I've got all my goodies. We're just going to open this up and start assembling things. There is a well probe right here in case you want a run dry well. And what we're going to do, I'm not going to be pumping from this pond once I get the barn here. I'm actually going to dig a shallow well. We are in a bottom area on my farm where I can dig a well. All this is a hole right here. That's the water table, okay? I dug down, and that is the water table. This is fill dirt. We're always needing fill dirt on the farm, and this is going to be probably an 1.5 acre pond right here beside the hog lot. You need water if you got piggies, because pigs don't sweat. They wallow. They wallow in mud and water, and that's how they cool off. So that's important to know. I'm going to dig a shallow well right where I put my barn, and I'll have it right in there. It'll be covered up, but it's going to be a pipe probably this big around, a deep hole dug down, filled with gravel and silt fabric to keep all of that silt from coming up into my well pump. This is not potable water for me, for human consumption to drink. You can use this with potable water. You can set up a spring house up in the mountains right there. We've got springs bubbling out of the ground. You could set it up in a pond, you could set it up in a creek, you could set up in a river, you could water livestock, or you could provide water for you, your home, your off-grid home, and your family. This is the least expensive way to get a good quality pump from a company that you can call a dude up or a woman up and talk to on the phone when you have problems. Now, Lowrance has all this stuff on their website, so if you're gonna buy one of these, you can follow along on this video, but I'm gonna kind of go fast, and you could just go on the website, look up anything you want to look up. So this is for a well. I'm going to dig a well. This is a pressure sensor. This will go in my well. I'm setting it to the side for after I build this barn. There are a couple things we're not going to use today within the package. Another thing, this is a disconnect. So this disconnect inside this, just click, 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 goes to your cables right here for your solar panel in case you need to work on your well pump and you don't want to unplug all of your solar panels. We will have a permanent solar panel mounting system, but this kit comes with a solar mounting system. So when you look it up online, again, that link, that QR code, hit pause right now, bam, take a picture of that. That will lead you right to where you need to go. So we're going to start unbuttoning this stuff. This is called a tank float. Inside here, this is for my livestock, okay? A tank float. So if I want to store water, and again, this will pump 2,900, I believe, gallons per day. It might be the bigger one. Let me see if this is the bigger one. This is the S1 200. It will pump a lot of water. So if you want to store water, in other words, if you want to pump it to a tote and stack those totes up, you got 400-gallon totes, you can fill 2,900 gallons of water up a day, up to, and store that water. So my cows and my piggies will never go without water because I can store it right down here. This is going to be cool. I've got the totes over there. All this is being planned. So let's open everything up. Well, there's a couple more things I want to show you. This is an extension cable that runs to the pump in case your pump is way, way far away from where your solar panels are. In other words, if you dug your well way back in them bushes and you need to get that solar panel out into the sun, you got it covered. Really, really cool. Extra cables, extra goodies in here, and all kinds of tools. So we're gonna open everything up and get busy. By the way, all of this is plug and play, guys. Super simple. All you have to do is plug in and twist, and I'll show you that here in a second as I get everything together. Oh, I got both my solar panels put together. Super easy, super simple. About 5 minutes a piece. First one went a little slower than the second one until I learned. Barely had any parts left over. Just kidding, man. So this is the pump setup, and this is the controller box. The controller box actually mounts under the solar panel. You got an on-off switch right here. Super simple. Everything just unscrews, and it's total plug and play, okay? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. These are for switches. All you simply have is one that says sunlight and one that's for the pump. So pump, solar, easy enough. That goes to your solar. Take your other two solar panels and connect them together. Super easy. Pop all this stuff out. The well pump is in my hand. Just like that. Guys, this is the most simple way to power your solar off-grid water system that there is. Plug and play. You don't even have to be able to read to do this, man. Okay, this is our pump. This is our pump cable. It's long. I think it's on. I don't know. The book might tell me how many feet long it is. So the manual has all sorts of super easy pictures to look at. You can't get any better than that. There is an app that you can download for this critter, and it will connect via Bluetooth to the app. I already have the app on my phone, super easy to download, and there's plenty of little QR codes to scan to download that app. So I think we're gonna toss this in the water, man. That's just all it is to it. after we get our pipe hooked up real quick. I'm gonna say that cable's 100 feet. Maybe it says it on here. That thing is long. Here we've got a barbed fitting on the end of our well pump that fits our 1-inch. So we're gonna slide our hose clamp over, and it even has it set up where you can just tighten it with your fingers. That's cool too. Let's snug that dude down so it doesn't slip up the pipe about 5 miles and I have to go find it. This is 1 inch, so it's a 1-inch outlet. And what we're gonna do, we're just testing this today. Okay, slide this dude in, just like so. Beep, beep. Snug it down. It's probably best that it has a wing nut because I'm a nut. And there we go. All right, I think I'm gonna use some pliers on that real quick. Easy, easy, tighten. I like to break these things. That's my problem. There we go. Good, cool. Let's throw it in the water. Get in there, boy. Go on down in there deep. In that deep water. There we go. Sweet. Just that easy. If you're worried or concerned about sucking mud up, and we're probably gonna suck up a little bit of muddy water here for this test, take a bucket, put a little bit of gravel in the bottom of the bucket, zip tie that off and toss it over into your pond or your creek. Drill some holes in the bottom of the bucket, of course, and that'll keep you from sucking up a bunch of trash, okay? It's not a trash pump, it's a well pump. So let's get everything wired up real quick. Here's my control box, super simple. Here's where I can mount my control box, and we'll mount that once we test everything out and make sure we're all good. These are for sensors right here, and we do have it in the off position, I do believe. That's for the pump, and that is for the solar panels. Let's connect up our pump. There's an arrow right there on the end, and an arrow right here. It didn't get any simpler than that. Plug, plug, good to go. These are our wires for our solar panel. We're gonna hook a negative to a negative, just like so, and a positive to a positive from the other solar panel, just like so. Okay? And then we're gonna connect up on this solar panel. And that's it. Now, we're gonna connect up to our control box. Don't go super gorilla tight. This is gonna be protected up under here. You can mount this to a wall. I can mount it in the barn. However I wanna mount it, I can mount this. Crank this dude on. Bam, on position. I wanted to flush that pipe out first. I got this, I'm gonna install, and I'll show you guys this setup right here. Check it out, see how much pressure we got. Oh baby. So here's what I bought, and this is 1-inch poly. This is just another barbed fitting, and I bought a just a simple hose bib to attach to this guy. I drove a T-post in the ground right here. I'm gonna show you something pretty cool. Basically I just took zip ties and zip tied my pipe to the T-post. This is called a Data Shark. It is a zip tie tightening tool. So I will put my zip tie on here just like so. If you don't have one of these, you ain't living right, I'm gonna tell you. Squish that guy on there. There it is. And tighten up your zip tie. It'll make sure your zip tie is really, really tight, and it's pretty tough. And here, we're gonna drop our valve in place. Now there's countless ways you could do this, but this is just how I'm doing it for today, for temporary. And I believe I'm gonna use this to fill up my chicken waters from now on. I'll snug this guy down so it doesn't blow off, and we'll turn it back on. Snug, good to go. Let's turn our valve on. Walk over here to our solar panels, and we're gonna get some readings off of the app. Again, this is Tool Tuesday, guys. This is a tool for the farm, and for anybody who is deciding they wanna go with an off-grid water system. Or if you're in a position like I am, and you've got multiple creeks and multiple ponds on your property, then you've got to find a way to get that water to those animals, and this is a potential way. So cloud just came in. We're just waiting on that cloud to go away again. So when the clouds roll in, it's still providing me instant data here. 43.8 volts is what my 2 solar panels are pumping out right now, but we don't have any amp current that's pulling right now because we don't have just enough sunshine. I am hoping that we get enough sunshine. This is the woes of having a solar well. So if you've got 2 or 3 days that are cloudy, you need to understand that a solar well is not going to pump unless you have a backup battery source or a backup power source. So we're just kind of sitting tight here, waiting for just a second, and we should start getting water in any moment. We got power. I just heard it kick on. You can see it vibrating a little bit. We should, yep, start getting water pressure. Gonna burp all of the air out of the line. It's showing 35 volts, 1.4 amps, which is awesome. Let's turn it off and see what happens here. Yep, looks like it automatically shut off. Let's turn it back on, see if the pump comes back on. Nope, it automatically shut off because the stupid cloud came back in. So I reached out to my contact at Lawrence. Here's the way I've got it set up right here. This is turned on. You leave it on when you want it on. You can put on a remote tank switch that will turn your water on and off, but there is no pressure sensing in this pump. So if you turn it off while the pump is running, you run a risk of damaging the pump. Just so you know, very, very simple setup right there. So this stays on, the sun comes out, the water will pump. You can put the float switch in or the run dry switch that we showed you guys earlier. There's so many safeguards. Stay tuned for a future video. We're gonna take this entire setup and we're gonna dig a shallow well, meaning a well probably 15 to 20 feet deep right down here, and that's how we're gonna be watering the hogs down here. So we're gonna have a water source down here, totally solar, totally off grid. This is probably the most reliable and least expensive way to get into a solar water pumping system. Guys, I'll post a link and there'll be a QR code right up here. You can scan it. There'll be a discount code for Stoney Ridge Farmer. This video was brought to you by Lawrence Solar. They're not paying me to show you guys, but they are giving me this pump to show you guys, and we're gonna use it in so many different ways. You can pump from a creek, from a pond, from a well, all sorts of different stuff. Very, very cool. Guys, we'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. Thank you so much for watching Tool Tuesday. There'll be links at the end of this video to some other cool videos out here on the farm. I gotta go take care of the cows. Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Everybody needs a junk car in their driveway. No bees sting me. Where is the yellow jacket nest? What in the world, what in the wild world of sports did I do with the clamp? Is everything in my pockets? If I were a clamp, where would I hide? Right in the bushes right here. Did I just rip the butt out of my pants? Here comes the sun, I need sunlight. Ooh.